What kind of fucking bullshit is like?
Dude, he does this every week.
The bad news is that civilization is crumbling around you.
Wear a dog mask, cut your dick off, bomb Palestine.
The good news is that you are not alone.
There's butthole shaving videos.
I feel bad for the minorities in LA for having to deal with the white people in LA.
You have 5 till midnight, live every Monday at 8 p.m. where you join 5 Limp Bizkit Americans to laugh at the absurd nonsense of the end of history.
Shit show right there.
Sam, stop it!
Was that just out of sync for anyone else?
No.
Sometimes.
That was just out of sync for me. That's never happened. Whatever. 5 till midnight.
What temperature is everyone's bank account?
What?
What?
I'm just checking because apparently Kanye West's bank account is frozen.
Oh.
5 till midnight, everybody.
But
Yeah, we started at 8:05. By the way,
I did not. Yeah, I did not have that one planned. By the way, that one was right off the top.
wait, did they freeze? They
Proud of
froze
you.
his bank accounts again now?
No. He rapped about that in the song.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah. So, but
It's catchy.
it's a catchy song. Unfortunately,
It's-
I also
no, you can't piss off the best music producer of our time and not
That's
expect
true.
him to come out with a hit
it's
that is against the people that he hates. Like it's gonna be a banger all summer.
It's just, yeah, he's much better at metaphor and song. He shouldn't have. He probably for not that I think he shouldn't have, but probably for his own well-being, he shouldn't have started talking rather than making songs. Frankly, it probably would have been better for him. But regardless, the song is like crazy, and we have to
So
shout
well
out Toad
put together.
also. Yeah, it's very well put together.
Yeah.
I'm really not like a hip hop guy at all. Like when I was a kid, I liked Tyler the Creator. It was about it. Method Man was okay, but like after hearing this, I'm like, this was actually really good.
You're like, maybe
Like,
I need
dude-
to listen to some stuff.
No,
Go back to his
Kanye
old
is
shit. Kanye's
genuinely what
great.
Luke said, like one of the best like rap hip hop producers in the last like 25
He's got
years.
the guys in costumes that look like that one tribe from Black Panther. Like they're wearing like animal skins. I don't know what that
Wakanda
means.
Forever, yeah.
Like I don't know what that means.
I love all
It
the
reminded me like the
covers that have come out
wildlings
already.
from Game of Thrones. Sorry, Luke, we were
Oh, the Wildlings,
We crossed
yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was just
The
saying,
Wildlings.
I love all the covers that have come out. They're talking about the Midwest pop punk version.
Dude, that's
We got
cool.
Toad.
I wish we could play
Toad was
that.
killing it. Toad's killing it on Twitter
6
right now.
million views on
Dude.
Twitter from Tower Gang
Please
Toad
don't lie.
on a
also-
ukulele
Please
cover.
don't lie.
We got to give a shout out
actually-
to our. Okay.
Wait, you said
No, go,
I'm a
go,
little
go.
high?
No, it seems a little high. 6 million seems a little
Oh,
I want to give a shout out to our boy Foundering, who got actually
Yeah.
shouted out
Million
by
seems
Ye.
high.
Now, like he didn't specifically get shouted out because Kanye tagged the wrong person, but it was actually his cover that Kanye shared on.
Yeah.
his,
The
on his
piano
profile.
cover.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Foundering,
Hey,
yeah,
did you
shout
see
out
it got
Foundering.
censored? You see it got
Yeah,
censored?
he took it down.
Yeah. Well, it also got censored, which is crazy. Like, it doesn't even say anything. It's just a piano version.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
because
Foundering
Kanye
did one?
retweeted it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Foundering did
Yeah.
one.
It's so Kanye reposted it, but gave credit to somebody else.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "No, it's actually Foundering who did it." Also, really funny because after Toad's tweet blew up, he posted like a Happy Mother's Day post, and the comments under that were like, "Your mom should have killed you."
I love that Toad is like legitimately the like poster boy for incels. Like,
Yeah.
no joke. Like,
Yeah,
and then but he's just like covering
my
the
lady.
Kanye song.
he's legitimately good at the ukulele, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard song for ukulele. That's a hard
Yeah.
song, and he did really well.
Agreed.
did you guys notice? Like, I didn't listen to the whole song all the way through until today when I was making the thumbnail. But he plays an H-man speech
Yeah,
at the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder what was in that speech. But honestly, like it seems like Kanye just put this out like basically he was like, "Oh, I did all this stuff. You guys won't let me see my kids, so I'm just going to say the craziest stuff that I can possibly think of." And like I can't say any word of the song title. N-word H man. Like I can't say any of it.
NHH,
Like,
as
on-
the cool kids are calling it.
NHH. The worst part is that in public, I could say the second half of it. I could say the HH part, but I can't say the N, which feels misplaced for me.
Yeah, you can do whatever you
Yeah.
want, actually.
I get
You
it that I can, but
absolutely can.
socially acceptably, and also I choose not to. But yeah,
It does suck that we can't say it on this platform like YouTube, and we can't play the song on this platform
No,
either.
we definitely cannot.
Definitely can't play
on
this
this
song.
platform.
But I've been genuinely, I know we were talking about it in the group chat, but I've been genuinely singing it to myself, like at the gym. I'll be like,
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah,
dude.
yesterday was my baby shower, and I'm sitting there, all my I'm sitting there singing. This is like the most inappropriate setting for me to be sitting here, My kids away, done that from my bank account. Like, oh
your
my
baby's
God.
kicking along in your wife's stomach.
Yeah, probably. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna come out screaming.
You're
I think I
Irish.
said-
It's okay if you say it.
calling me black in the
Now
comments.
who's fucking not white? You,
Dude,
piece of
nobody argues about whether Southern Italians are white or black. You're not white, just so we're clear. Some
still
people
English.
think the Irish are kind of black.
Well,
Black Irish.
Okay, so you're mixed
Twitter's
race.
been blowing up. Black Twitter's been blowing up. They say gingers are black.
Genders
Twitter
are
right now.
black.
Gingers are black.
Gingers.
How are
Gingers.
gingers
Yeah,
black? They don't have
I don't know.
souls.
That's Black Twitter. I don't know. That's what Black Twitter is going on.
Well, if
They've
Black
been
Twitter
arguing
said
about
it,
all
it
week.
has to be true.
It has to be true. How is Black Twitter responding to the song by Kanye? Are they liking it or not liking it?
Mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews. Are you tapped
Oh,
into
well,
Black Twitter, Luke?
Oh, dude,
okay,
I've
so
been
what is
in
the
deep
deal?
in Black Twitter for a long time.
What is the deal with like Black Twitter? Because obviously, like big bald bearded white dude doesn't go over to Black Twitter.
No.
So like I always hear about Black Twitter, but I've never been.
Black
Uh,
Twitter's the
yeah.
best, dude. It
I
is the
think you just
best.
gotta find the
I
right
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't
post and
say
shit.
that.
It's
to get
fun.
involved.
I'll say that.
It's a lot of retarded
No, this is a real thing.
basketball takes, and a lot of bitching, which is the same on white Twitter. A lot of bitching on white Twitter too. But Black Twitter's it's just different. It's a different world, to be honest.
That's kind of what I hear.
It's much like Black countries. They're just different. They're just different. I don't know. That song's fucking wild, and I think I was talking about this with my fiance. I was just like, yo, it's crazy that it's a song. Like, it's crazy that it's a thing, right? Like, that's the main one. It's crazy that it's a thing. But the reason why it's a thing and why people like there's a whole like reaction video to it, and people are going crazy. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, they're like, this song bumps, they're going crazy, they like the song, and it's because there's like a cultural backlash right now towards everything that you're not allowed to say. Like, people are just taking the double down shit and doubling down. Like,
Double
they're
down.
Yeah.
I think we're winning.
I was
Five Till
also
Midnight is
arguing
winning.
some of the because like Spotify was taking it down, Apple Music was taking it down, all that shit, and you have all the fucking like, oh, right to associate bros on like Twitter, like all the libertarians and shit, and I'm like, yeah, but like when all the organizations that control this shit is sided with one side, it's not really freedom of speech. It's like, I'm saying, like we don't really have it. If your life could be like we talked about on the trial thing, or like if your life could be ruined because you say something, or if all of the people who own the rights to the music stuff that like I pay for and they won't platform it because like, oh, we don't agree with it. It's like, yeah, but we might want to listen to it. So it's like, do we have freedom of speech? And they're like, well, you're allowed in a libertarian society. I'm like, I get it, dude. It's dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Some people
Let's,
say I'm a ginger. Does that mean I'm black?
Yes.
I am black.
So,
But not
so
in a
say
good
it,
way.
NHH.
there's such a basically like I think kind of what you guys are getting at is that kind of like the standard orthodoxy of what you're allowed to and not to say is completely changing because it's really over like I always think about the Obama years being such like a pivotal moment, especially for like race relations and everything, and how they just got so much worse despite the fact that we had a black president. And Trump was really a reaction to that. And then 4 years under Biden, where just things were progressively worse for Americans. And like the race stuff largely kind of went out of the light once Biden got elected. But now we're kind of back at the point where it's like the progressive media can try to flare this stuff up, but it's just, it doesn't bear the same weight because there's so many, I don't even want to necessarily say parallel institutions, but parallel cultural norms that now kind of rebuke the efforts of cancel culture, which, you know, when I think about like mainstream media and alternative media being more of like, you know, the mainstream alternative media now where they have much more access to listeners and they reach more people, that kind of being more so the norm now has completely changed the way that we kind of operate in the kind of way that we go about using language now, because we don't have to be as careful as we once had to be at one point, because we know that Shiloh Hendricks, right? That's all you have to say to basically realize that like the progressive orthodoxy isn't quite what it used to be.
Here's my concern: is when is this going to swing back the other way?
Oh, it's definitely going to.
It's going to, right? Like that's for sure going to happen. And if
Well,
it
and
does,
that's
are they
the
gonna
whole
look
thing.
back at all of our posts and be, you know what I'm saying, and be like,
Yeah.
well, in
Yes, they are.
2025, 100% they're going to do that. But when is it going to
Yeah.
be? Is it going to be after? Is it going to be post-Trump era? You know,
Well, so this is how it goes. I mean, we had the swing to Biden, and it was like they were already doing that stuff. Like, well, this kid, this white kid that's getting drafted to the NFL, it should go in the first round. But back in 2012, he said the N-word on a post singing song lyrics. So that tanked his draft stock fucking 20 points or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in the NFL.
totally.
Yeah, that's what did it.
No, it's totally.
But you know, so we had that, and that's when we had Biden and all that stuff, and then we swang far right, or not far right comparatively, but we swang far right comparatively to Biden with Trump again, and it's either Vance wins. I'm guessing it's going to be Vance. I think he's going to be the one that they're going to push up. So Vance wins, or we're swinging far left again in the next 3 years.
But I think the left Overton window shift was longer than the right Overton window. From Obama to even through Trump and Biden, right? So it's like 16 years of it, I feel like. of that being the norm of like us being shouted down, us being told what to say, how to act, who not to make fun of, all. But just literally November of 2024, I feel like it really started shifting the other way, right? After like Trump, whatever, is like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Like it just switched up.
I mean, and like I said, in my opinion, it was kind of like the mainstream alternative media was already kind of there. So like your Tim Pool, PBD, Joe Rogan, they were kind of there to back up people when they needed it. Like the bigger names, basically like people were uncancelable at this point in this respect, right? Like celebrities don't get canceled anymore, because what canceled means now for most people is you end up on the Joe Rogan podcast, which is the largest podcast in the world, which is just always makes me laugh. Oh, I got canceled. Oh, but like you gained all these followers and money. It's dumb.
Yeah.
You're just not allowed to be on SNL. That's it.
Right. Yeah, I was actually going to say that, Sam. I was going to say,
and now you can
truly get canceled are like actors, because like the industry has to hire them.
Right.
But if you're just like an individual like person like us who podcasts or stand up, whatever, you could totally get around that now. Like,
unless you get really canceled and you get banned from like YouTube and Twitch and Gab and stuff. That's another thing. But Kanye. Usually those people did really, really bad stuff. And people generally agree. Like internet drama people. Like I'm talking about like is this sexual stuff.
Oh, well, yeah,
like super like the names wouldn't even matter. Like what's that guy's name? Fusi or something from Fusi Tube. Like you're not even gonna know their names because they're like irrelevant, insane people.
Right. Okay. Fair.
But yeah, I'm agreeing with you is what I'm saying.
Thanks.
Good talk.
But like the mainstream alternative media being where it is, kind of like we're all saying here, has basically made a lot of people uncancelable, and then people get platformed and they're not really worried about it as much as they once were. But you know, we've seen this for a while, but now I think like with the election of Trump and just the overwhelming victory that kind of came with the cultural right, if you will, basically gave people the emboldenment to be like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'm saying it. I'm dropping the hard R at the park. I'm gonna scream at a pedophile and I'm gonna raise $1 million. Like that's what we're doing now.
You see
Yeah,
the
it's
Lyft,
pretty wild.
Lyft driver who just got fired for calling his
No.
passenger a hard R?
No.
You get fired as a Lyft driver.
That's probably
Wait,
not good business. That's
call
not
your
a good
You
passenger
can't
hard
do
R.
that. You have to not be a Lyft driver. You can't do that. This isn't a playground. You're not allowed to say that.
But the thing is, it's like
Nothing.
then he
Okay.
immediately set up. Yeah, it wasn't funny. Then he immediately
All
set
right,
up
fair
like go give whatever the fuck thing that like
Give
Shiloh
Sen
tried
go.
to do.
Mhm.
And then everyone started finding out like he was Jewish. Everybody's like, he's a fucking Jew trying to get money.
It's okay when normal whites do it, not you
Yeah.
fake whites.
See, if he was ginger, it would have been okay.
It would have been
Yeah.
okay. But he's the one who released the footage, which also is like it was his
It
own
makes it
dash
worse.
cam. Right.
Why
So
would
they're
he
like,
do that?
exactly to try to get money? That's my whole
Because
point.
trying to get money.
Oh,
He's
the
Jewish.
Jays strike again.
The nose
Yeah,
strikes
that's
again.
what
The
you
nose
expect.
knows, brother. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, you
Palestine
guys can
took
hear
a
me
big
chewing?
loss this
My bad.
weekend.
Yeah.
Palestine took a
didn't
big
wanna
loss
say
this
anything about
weekend.
it, but-
Palestine
took a big
took
loss
an
this
L?
weekend?
Yeah,
didn't take-
yeah. Bilal Muhammad
Oh,
lost
right.
the UFC championship. Let's
Oh.
go
Right. That's right.
Wait, to who?
to Jack
pronounce
Della
his name.
Maddalena.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
it.
know who that is.
Aussie. He's an Aussie.
Oh, then I don't care.
Oh, you know what? Jesus. Yeah, if they told me hold on. Charlotte Lyft driver says she was called racial oh no, this is from 2021. I was trying to
How many times has this happened?
It's so
It
common.
probably happens a lot.
The fatigue
Yeah,
has
no,
set in
hold on.
everywhere. Honestly,
Yeah, I looked up stories. Yeah, Charlotte Lyft
But it's
driver.
Lyft.
That's from December of 2021.
this just
yeah,
happened like
baby.
a day ago. or
Okay,
two.
yeah, Lyft driver kicks out over racist comment May 16th of 2022, 4 years ago. Yeah, apparently
There are a
Lyft
lot of
driver-
articles.
Apparently Lyft drivers don't like black people either.
Typing in Lyft driver says N word is like typing in Florida man for fucking news results. It just happens like
No.
every couple days.
my fucking computer
No.
crashes. Just like can't update all the processing. That'd be funny if they do that. Also, the interesting thing about Israel and the whole Netanyahu thing with Trump, or apparently, apparently, is he's like, I'm cutting ties with funding Israel, and I was like,
Netanyahu.
yeah, we'll see it when we believe it.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see it when we
haven't looked
believe
so
it.
far.
I believe it when I see it. Whatever, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with it, but I'm maintaining a skeptical eye because there's either two things that are happening right now, in my opinion. There could probably be more, but like I think it's either the Trump media, which you have your Tim Cass, the kind of like the mainstream alternative media, kind of giving a real big spin to make Trump's, because let's face it, his first 100 days, the first 30 days were great, and then after that it was pretty shitty. So I think
Yeah, I agree.
they're trying to recover that for him by making him look like he's really putting pressure on Netanyahu because they know it's going to play well, or something legitimately is fucking happening. But or it
because
could be somewhere in the middle. It could
Kyle,
be.
you only say this because you're a black pilled libtard retard,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, heaven forbid. Yeah, wait. If it's bad news, then oh no, we all need to quit being feminine women and chill
Yeah.
out. But though, if it's good news, then oh my god, why aren't you sodomizing yourself for Trump? What's wrong with you? God,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty wild.
It goes
It's
both way, dude. Let's just patience. We'll see what happens. And I was listening to Kyle Ansalone's show, so if you guys want like a rundown of some of the stuff that happened over the weekend, Kyle Anzalone did conflicts of interest, and it was like a half-hour show where he just covered some of this. And he threw the idea out there that this could just be kayfabe between Netanyahu and Trump to put more pressure on the Palestinians to not only just release hostages, but also get them to move south so that way they can cleanse Gaza, which is completely possible. But you haven't seen there's no real official statements yet. So that's why I'm not like jumping on this. So sorry.
Dude.
All this going on, by the way, there are people saying different slurs in the comments. Mick and WAP are here so far. They tried to do the N-word, didn't work, got interrupted by WAP. But Jay Forte doing a Mick Tower was pretty good. He didn't get the K in, but that's okay.
I just want to talk about how
This is
Palestinians
anti-Italian discrimination, Bill Mark.
Good.
I just want to talk
That's what we
about how
need.
Muslim countries are just like they punch up, dude. They punch up, bro. Like They do not care who they're gonna fight. They're just like, we'll fight you. Like they're the drunk guy at the bar.
Yeah, they're like
They're
the
the
scrappy like 1920s boxer.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, I will fight you. They're the drunk guy at the bar that's just like, that big guy, I'm gonna make him my bitch today. And it usually doesn't work out well for them because they're too hammered, but they'll try and fight them. Like they're like, we got Palestine to Israel, we got India to Pakistan. I don't see Pakistan like really winning this thing.
Yeah,
against
thank
India.
God they
There's
got it.
too
They had a
many people.
ceasefire. That could have
Yeah.
went really bad. Two of the largest countries in the world fighting each other.
The only
All
thing I'm upset
history
about
of
was
the
them not
United States.
bombing the customer service plants.
I was gonna say if we got a full tactical war going on, like a nuclear war, that would have eliminated all the call center scam problems right away.
I would have very much appreciated them not harming any people, but cutting the internet wire to India.
Yes.
Dude, just like
Yeah, that
just
could be done.
black it out, dude.
Just cut off them to the internet. Leave them all alive. Don't hurt anybody, but just cut it off.
When you get the overview from like the globe of like cities and how it looks like from the global perspective, like outer space.
Mushroom clouds going off.
Well, no, I just how North Korea is like black and dark and you can't see anything because they only have,
North
like,
Korea is Asian.
Huh?
North Korea is Asian. Sorry.
I like that one.
I didn't say fucking.
No, you said North Korea is black. I know what you were saying. I was
Gotcha.
I was saying that it was a racial thing. But yes, North Korea is like black. You can't see any lights.
They have one for internet too, and it's like it's the same thing. I just want North Korea and India to be the same. Like I just want it to be dark.
Actually, can we give North Korea the internet? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh,
be awesome.
I also want to say that like there's if you look up some of these stories about Lyft drivers, I know I'm going back.
He's still on the Lyft driver thing.
Yeah, a Lyft driver
There's
is now
so many
being
pages of it.
a Lyft driver is now being accused of being fat phobic after denying his customer after implying she's too big. My car is
That was like
small."
10 months.
Yeah.
That was months ago. She tried to sue. She's like a rapper.
Yeah, it was in January. Yeah, it was back in January. And then another one, Lyft rider caught on tape harassing a black driver, calling him the N-word for not playing music.
For not playing music? That's like the opposite. What?
The whole India-Pakistan war thing, by the way, it just really goes to show you how like just brain rotted people are, and they just get like I don't see any Indian flags and fucking profiles or Pakistani flags and profiles.
No,
no one's like
everybody
going
hates them, bro.
No one gives a fuck.
Everybody hates them, bro.
I mean, I care. Just because I don't want innocent people to die, but I'm not.
Shut up, Sam. God damn.
Okay.
We get it. You're liberal and gay. We get it.
Oh, I don't want people to die. I'm a fag.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just.
Yes.
You get it.
Yes.
You get it.
You understand.
Got it. Nailed it.
This comment from Airmish is extra funny because he's a former Muslim. They will fight anyone. Come on, 72 versions. Yeah, it's funny. There's no reciprocity between Israel for all the support they get from India. Although they only get support from India because Indians hate Muslims.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my question. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's why they just hate Muslims because they hate Pakistan. So they're like, we. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up, Sam.
Fucking shoot.
We love Israel. Redeem.
Cue the
Do not
music.
redeem.
Kick him. I don't know. I just think it's funny that they don't give a fuck. They'll just be like, Muslim countries are like, oh, you have nukes and we don't. I'll fight you. Like, I don't
Nothing
care.
to lose.
They really
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
honest.
They really don't.
Yeah.
Nobody should give up their nukes. Like Ukraine gave up their nukes, they got invaded. Libya gave up their nukes, they got invaded. North Korea, the only reason that North Korea is alive is because they have nukes.
Yeah, I mean
Do
that's
they,
really
though?
that is
Yeah, they do.
That's always
Absolutely.
blessed
You know
that I think
ones
a
that
lot.
could shoot further than South Korea.
Yeah, they have ballistics ones now.
I don't believe
likely. They definitely have nukes, and they might have ones that can reach the mainland United States now. Maybe.
I doubt
But they
that.
definitely have nukes. We know that.
I know they have. My point is, like, didn't last rocket?
You're talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. We don't know if they have those, but yes, we think they might be developing it or have
smarter
it.
than us in the chat. Let us know because
They could probably hit Hawaii right now, though, I think.
Didn't it crash into like the fucking sea right next to them? It was like, oh shit.
Well, they probably have like two if they have any. So I'm not too worried about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. There's no fucking way
Bring
they have.
North Korea the internet, dude. They would be funny.
Yeah, you know
That
what?
would
I
be great.
interviewed what the hell is it? Joe Terwilliger. He was part of Dennis Rodman's envoy to North Korea back in Trump's first term, and it was interesting to hear his perspective, to say the least.
Dennis Rodman's a wild guy.
He's a
Yeah.
wild card for sure.
Yeah.
Wild guy.
He had Joe had kind of talked about how 'cause he knew, like, he was good friends with Kim Jong-un, and he mentioned like how him and Trump were like good friends and they had like the same kind of sense of humor, and he literally joked about pointing nuke or having nukes already pointed at like Hawaii and stuff like that because Joe just was saying like how he was talking to him and mentioned something about nukes. He's like, oh yeah, they're already pointing to Hawaii, don't worry about it, I'm not gonna hit New York. Yeah.
I got
how-
it. Even fucking Eddie said it too. He said, "There's no way."
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fucking way, dude. That sounds like
How
bullshit.
dare you doubt Kim Jong the second, dude? How
Yeah,
dare
honestly,
you?
like on his face,
JB. Same
Kim
place.
Jong Un like looks ridiculous and not scary. Obviously, he's scary. Like he did execute people with like an anti-aircraft gun or something. But
Oh yeah, that was wild.
yeah, that was a few
Wait,
years
no.
ago. Insane.
Yeah.
But
that.
this is Kim Jong Un's sister and apparent heir, and she is one of the most terrifying looking women I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
Oh, she looks like she just starting already digging mass graves.
I seriously
evil,
like
evil villain in a Bond movie, dude.
Yeah,
she,
she-
seriously she
Like the Grim Reaper.
like she could be an actress playing an evil villain that like commits ethnic cleansing. She looks terrifying.
It looks like she's about to lower James Bond into like a shark pit.
Would
Yeah, yeah.
Would.
Also, would legitimately,
She hate fucks. You know she
I-
hate fucks.
oh,
dude. It grips like crazy.
Yeah, she holds the headboard and just fucking.
It's like a Chinese finger trap.
Oh, Korean finger trap.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh God.
oh shit. Yeah, dude.
Holy
That's
shit, dude.
wild.
I bet she murders
I
her
forgot
lovers like a praying mantis.
Oh
dude,
yeah,
she's-
yeah.
she's
She
like-
does.
She picks
She's the bad guy from Rush Hour with the bombs. Oh
just
gosh.
yelling at you
Oh,
in
this
a
chick
different
is
language,
fucking
and you're
wild.
like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of turned on right now.
How does she have freckles? I've never seen an Asian person with freckles.
Was she?
I think.
She probably tells you to
Oh,
like
yeah,
look her in the eyes
Oh,
when
I
you fuck
kind
her.
of see it. Yeah.
Dude, I don't
No,
want to look her in the
look
eyes.
in the
She's gonna
eyes.
steal my soul.
Yeah,
She's like,
for
you're not
sure,
allowed
that's
to
why.
look at me. You don't deserve it.
Her Mortal Kombat fatality is she just sucks the soul out of your dick.
She's a succubus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
okay.
crazy, dude.
Scary
I didn't know.
Asian
I
women.
I didn't know about her.
Yeah.
It's wild. I just think North Korea is an interesting place, and we haven't heard shit out of there for a while.
Well, they did send troops to Ukraine.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
like
there was-
selling their guys to Ukraine.
There was some stuff last year. Joe Biden was.
Or I'm
putting
sorry,
more-
Russia, but to Ukraine. But yeah,
Joe,
sorry, Kyle,
Joe
go ahead.
Biden sent some nuclear submarines down to South Korea. But yeah, that had largely kind of went under the radar. Like there was that whole what the hell was it? Like that not judicial coup or whatever the hell. I can't remember exactly what it was that happened in South Korea. That happened towards the
Oh,
beginning of
yeah.
the year.
Yeah, I
happened
forgot
with
about that. It was corruption. There was like some cult. It was insane. It was a whole thing.
Blown,
Are
like,
we
Yeah.
desensitized now? Like we're just
I
like,
think so.
Dude,
Yeah.
You
it's
remember-
crazy.
what was that? Like there was that Eastern Bloc one too, where they were like throwing dudes into the river and shit. Remember
No,
that?
didn't, no, wait. I'm thinking of the Russian one with the mercenary group, like try to march on
Wagner.
Wagner group. Yeah, and then his
Yeah.
plane got
Wagner.
shot out of the sky.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I
look, you're
forgot
right. We're
about that one.
desensitized because
Dude,
these
what
were
is
all
going
the
on?
major events like 25, 30 years ago. And I forgot, Kyle. I forgot about that fucking thing. You just
Yeah.
brought up, like, it
Oh
totally-
yeah, dude. Listen,
man.
I thought it was 2 years ago. My wife and I went to Atlantic City to go see Kelly Clarkson. Nah, it
Since
was
you've been
like
gone,
last
banger.
year. Yeah,
Dude, yeah, I was
actually,
gonna say
legit.
it was. You told us on the show, and I don't think we were doing the show yet 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was 2 years ago, and then it came up on my Facebook memories. It said, "Oh yeah, last year." I'm like, my god, dude, a year has felt so fucking long.
We're living in
Well,
like either 1935. We're like somewhere between 1935 and 38. Like it's just
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Like something's happening.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, we're like, it's, I mean, it's kind of history repeating itself. We're in the 20s right now. Like we just haven't hit the First World War. We're just right there, though.
There's nothing more I love than seeing foreign coups try to like go off. Like I'm like, oh, I wonder if they could do it. I wonder if they could get there to like the middle. Like, you know, I'm always like kind of like interested to see if they could get to the fucking capital or whatever. They never do.
It's like a movie. It's like a movie for us. We're like, oh yeah, let's see what happens.
I'm like, shoot that RPG.
But there is the most iconic coup of the last decade is obviously this one.
Dude, wild video. Forgot about that.
Whoa.
I love that she's just going to town.
Where is this?
Myanmar, Burma.
Myanmar.
Bro, I don't remember this even happening.
You don't remember this? This
No.
chick just dancing while the coup is happening. I think it was a bloodless coup.
So fucking funny.
But yeah,
No,
those
aren't fun. Those aren't fun. I want the ones that you're getting just tattered in the street by fucking.
Am I the only person here that doesn't want people to die?
You're no fun.
Yes. This is a show about not being serious, Sam. Shut the fuck up.
I play my role. I play my role.
What was the coup?
Where's my iron?
What was the coup, or not the coup, but do you remember when those guys were fighting each other in their Congress building? They were like beating the shit out of each other in Congress.
No.
There was
Oh yeah,
that.
yes, I do remember that one. That was like Turkey or something, right? Or I'm just being,
Yeah, it was
I'm just yelling
like-
out countries. Was it around that area?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. That's the one I think that they were throwing people into the river at some
Oh
point.
my god! In the Turkish parliament, I
Was
didn't
it
even hear
Turkish
about
parliament?
this.
Oh, let's go,
Yeah,
Adam for the
good
job.
shit.
Oops.
They were literally fighting each other, dude. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh!
Dude.
That guy's running in
Yeah.
like he's clearing the benches at a baseball game. Holy crap,
I know,
dude!
dude.
He
It's
wants
Players are
some.
coming out.
I
Yo,
love it, dude.
what?
Turkey's equal opportunity, boy.
Oh, they cannot throw punches. This guy's hammer fisting. What an idiot!
They're congressmen.
Yeah,
Of course they
it drives
can't
me
throw
crazy.
punches, dude. These guys haven't thrown a punch since.
Oh man, I
probably
just hear
never.
I hear some bouncy
lot of-
ass Meshuggah playing. Down,
Oh, that guy just pushed a woman. Oh my god!
Yeah, they don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
equal
Those
opportunity.
hands are
dude.
rated E for everybody, brother.
Everybody, hell yeah, brother.
He's
I like
throwing
how-
papers.
I threw a book. I threw a book at him. I like how a lot of guys are doing the fake hold me back shit, where they're like
Yeah.
getting behind somebody and being,
It's
you
baseball,
know, like
dude.
yeah,
It's baseball. Yeah, it's amazing.
Holy crap!
dude, fucking brawls rule. So do coups. All that
5
shit
till
rules.
midnight.
Not here. I hate that. I don't want that happening here. But that's sick to watch. In
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on,
countries
you're
I don't
telling
care about.
me you wouldn't want to see somebody fucking throw down with John Fetterman, walk up and
That would
just
be amazing.
Okay, yeah, I do. You're right. You saw me.
John
Yeah,
Fetterman would fuck them all up.
Shut the fuck up. No,
He's like a
wouldn't.
Frankenstein.
Fetterman for
I think
president.
he has retard strength, and he just would go like, "Ah!"
You
and
guys
just
remember
go nuts.
you guys remember the dude that walked into the Parliament building? There was one with a smoke grenade, but there was one with an actual grenade. Remember the grenade guy?
No.
He walks
I
into
thought
like
that
the little
was the
room.
flashbang guy.
Mi-
I don't think those
I
were
don't
real
know.
grenades.
Serbian
Legit
parliament.
I thought
Come
they weren't
on.
real grenades. I thought they were just flashbangs. I don't remember. I know the video clip you're talking about. He just
That's
walks in
wild.
and that's not. No, it's like from like a little camera like in the room.
That one was that's the one that he's talking about, the Serbian parliament with the smoke grenades. But there was
Tear
one
gas.
where it walked
I
in.
think it was Russia,
and
right?
Maybe it was no, it wasn't Hungary. I'm trying to
It was-
find
Hungary,
it's an
you
Eastern
mean?
Bloc country.
whatever.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You don't insult my
Sam.
motherland like that.
Fuck you, you bloody fuck. I think the one you're talking about, Luke, was the guy walks in and he's like standing by the door, right? And he's like opens his
Yeah.
like jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought those were flashbangs. I didn't think those were actual grenades.
Alex
Oh.
Stein versus Crenshaw would be amazing. I would say that Alex Stein would obviously win, but Crenshaw is like a legit like
Faggot.
war veteran. Yeah, I mean
Oh, it
fuck
was
Crenshaw, but
Ukraine.
yeah.
It was Ukraine.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
I found this video on India today, so we should be good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Throw it in the thing. We'll pull it up.
I am. Share screen.
Can
We
we
don't
get
need to
the fucking background on that? I thought it was just flashbangs. I didn't think it was like actually like grenades.
Here it comes. Here it comes. I'll open it up.
No, it says grenades. I could be wrong.
Oh, it's definitely a grenade.
This is wild.
No way.
It's wild. He just dropped him.
But that's
Sweet.
I don't. But like, if it's like an M67 has a kill radius of 5 meters, like everyone in
well-
this room,
That's like 10 meters in this room.
yeah, casualty radius is 15 meters. I assume it's not an M67, but like someone, they're gonna die. What? Why are they not moving? No.
See,
What?
that's a flashbang, right?
No, those are grenades.
Holy crap.
Grenades aren't as cool as you think they are.
No, they're
Oh
really
my
not.
god.
They're not.
Those
But he looked like you just threw
Only-
bird seed. Like you just like
Yeah.
feeding the ducks at the park.
Why
He's
did
like,
no one move? Did they think he was
They didn't know
kidding?
what the fuck was going on. They didn't know what it was. 1 dead, 26 injured.
See, that
one person
couldn't
died.
be. How do you throw 3 grenades and 1 person dies in a fucking 10x10 room?
Eastern Bloc grenades, not as good as our American
Guess
grenades.
so. Fucking
Yeah.
another one for the U.S. of A. That was fucking it's a crazy video though.
Fucking
Remember
wild.
the
Dude,
old
that
video?
happened- That
Yeah, Luke,
happened. Let me tell you when that happened. That happened December 15th, 2023. So it's been a little over a year.
Oh my god, that felt like so long ago.
Almost a year and a half, I guess. Chinese grenades.
There's like an old video from like I want to say the 80s or 90s when it was in Sam's shithole country of Ireland where there was like an IRA funeral and this guy just like chucking grenades at the cops or something like that.
Yeah,
That checks out.
Yeah,
that checks out.
that was actually pretty awesome.
I think,
I've got
yeah,
a brand new shiny medal. Sorry.
There's so many grenade
you
videos
fucking
now I think about it. There's way too many that there should be less.
Where are
But
people
there's
getting
a lot.
grenades?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, in Ukraine, actually, it does make sense. They're in a war, but
Yeah, 2023. Yeah, it makes sense.
Pre-war, right?
was it pre-war?
When did the war
It
start over
could have
there?
been. I think it started that
remember.
year.
Started 22.
Everything late, dude.
Okay.
I'm just blending together into one big thing. Like, I
But
don't
like
know
to be
anything
honest,
anymore.
since like 2019, everything is blended together. To be for
Yeah,
real.
facts.
And
No, what do you guys think about the Mandela effect? You think that's fucking real?
yes,
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Hold on. All right.
Nope.
Let's test the
I don't
theory
know.
out. All right.
Never heard of it.
The Fruit of the Loom logo. What is it?
Fucking cornucopia.
Apparently, no, it's not.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Go look it up
No.
right now. There's
There's
zero
no-
evidence of a cornucopia, even though we all remember it.
No, right here. The second picture on Google Images.
No,
Nope.
it's not. Look up their official website. There's no cornucopia.
Yeah, the
There's
Great
never
Fruit
been a
Loom.
cornucopia.
You might be
I'm
looking up like an article about the Mandela effect. There's no cornucopia.
No,
Trust
because
me,
the
I
Fruit of the
agree with
Loom
you.
logo has never had a cornucopia. Okay,
See?
no. There's no way.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
there's a lot of them. That's
Hey,
the
do you
big
remember?
one.
Do you remember the Bears? The Bear
Yeah,
books.
the bear. Yeah, we
The
don't want to say the name.
Berenstain Bears.
No.
See, he remembers. I remember it the other way.
Berenstein Bears.
Yes.
But it's
A?
actually Berenstain. And yes,
But I
that one got
remember
me
it
too.
As
I remember
C.
it. Berenstein as well.
Right.
What about what about the guy who it's named after? Nelson Mandela.
I
he
remember
die?
him dying like
Or
not in
didn't
the
he
80s.
die?
Which is odd enough that I remember like the thing is named after. I don't remember. I remember him dying
I
recently.
remember getting taught that he died in the 80s.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
But the books, the Fruit of the Loom logo. Oh, here's another one. The Kit Kat logo. Does it or does it not have a dash in the middle of Kit Kat?
Has a
Yes.
has a dash.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my
know.
god.
What about
No.
E.T.? You guys seen the movie E.T., right?
Yeah.
What does he say?
E.T. phone home, but it's
No,
not
he
that.
doesn't.
I know.
No, he doesn't. What
I
about
know.
Star Wars? What about Star Wars?
It's Luke. I am your father. Not no. It's
No, I am your
no.
father.
I am your father. Not Luke. I am your father.
My
yeah.
name is fucking Luke. I know for a fact that motherfucker, when I watched it for the first time, it said, Luke, I am your father. Because
Didn't
then
happen.
I
Yes.
heard it that way for the next fucking, how old am I? 32 years of my life.
Yeah. It's
E.T. says, E.T. And then he does the
Phone
finger
home.
thing. Nope, he doesn't say phone home. He says phone home in a different part of the movie. He just says phone home. But he doesn't ever say ET phone home.
There's so
can
many.
Can we shut off early?
It makes me want to fucking. It really freaks, dude. The Fruit of the Loom thing, I'll die on that fucking hill.
Good evening, Clarice.
What does that mean?
Ever seen
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Fuck you, Milmark.
New York sports teams were never good. The Giants actually never won a Super Bowl. That's the truth.
That would be a killer if that was true. Jackson Dart.
Would you kill yourself?
Let's go.
Yeah.
What?
Peyton Manning actually doesn't have a brother.
Would you kill yourself if that was?
Yeah,
like,
that's
if
all
that
I
was,
have.
Like,
That I have all the Yankees World Series too, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
When was the last time they won?
2009.
What I forgot what.
They really? It's been that long?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they suck. That's awesome. The Red Sox have won a few
last
times
year.
since then.
We were there last year.
You were there. Did you win?
No, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. You guys suck.
Biggest Nelson.
You could be a Mets fan.
I'd rather kill myself. You're a fucking Mets fan.
Isn't Staten Island more Mets fans?
No.
Oh,
Very 50-50. Very 50-50. Same with the Jets and Giants. The Toblerone Mountain logo has a bear on it? No, I don't know that.
Who cares? That's your.
Oh,
opinion.
yeah, Looney Tunes. That's another one. Right.
Oh, yeah.
No, but Looney Tunes, I remember TOONS and NS. It doesn't. TUNS doesn't make any sense. It's not music.
Right, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it used to be Tunes.
Wasn't it TOONS?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no.
Oh, it's TUNES? Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes.
Come on.
No.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Something went on with that CERN shit in Europe, and now we're all fucked up.
What about Scooby Doo? You guys remember Shaggy, right? You remember Shaggy from Scooby Doo, the cartoons?
Yeah.
I remember
Didn't he have a big
Scrappy.
ass? Didn't he have a big ass Adam's apple?
Yeah.
Right, that was one too.
Nope.
Right, yeah.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
a
my
skinny
God.
little neck.
Yeah,
Stop.
something's going on.
You guys are
and
changing my life here.
Dude,
hate
I
it.
know, but something's going on, and I am convinced of it for sure. Call what you want, Mandela effect, whatever, but reality is blended somewhere, and there's some fuck shit going on, and I don't know.
How do you spell Captain Crunch? How do you spell Captain and Captain?
Cap'n?
Crunch?
It's like CPN?
Yeah, but has it ever been Captain?
I don't think so.
Captain? Oh, I remember it as Captain.
Oh,
I
well,
actually
you're
don't
retarded.
remember. I love Captain Crunch too; it's so good. But I don't remember,
But you're Italian, so.
so I know what good food is. You're right. Last time my dad said he was going off for cigarettes, but my mom said he went up for milk wild. Yeah, there's some fuck shit going on.
What
I
about
don't
Jiffy peanut butter?
Jif. No, it's
Oh,
Jif.
right.
Wait, what?
Jiffy, dude. It
It's
was Jiffy.
Jiffy.
It used to be Jiffy. Now it's just Jif. It's only ever been Jif, apparently. There's a lot of fuck shit with it, dude.
A lot. I don't know what's going on. We gotta figure this shit out. Get down to it. Sam, you have degrees. Get on this.
Yeah.
I
Figure
have
it out.
degrees
Report
in
back to your
bullshit,
findings.
not this. This is like
You got-
quantum physics.
You got degrees in a bullshit mustache, so figure it out.
We need to
Yeah,
get
where's
Ashton
typo?
Forbes back
I
on
need-
and talk about blended realities and fucking the Mandela effect.
This doesn't make
We gotta get an
sense.
expert in the Mandela effect on and talk to him
They're
about
gonna they're gonna change Kanye's song, dude. It never happened. They're gonna erase it. In
Yeah.
20 years, we're gonna be like, "Do you remember that song?"
this.
They're like, "Nope, it never happened."
Oh yeah, here's another good one. The Monopoly monocle. The
Oh,
Monopoly
yeah.
man. Did he have a monocle or not?
I thought he always had a monocle or
Yeah.
monocle.
A monocle. Yeah, same. Guess what, Kyle? He never did. Never did.
We've all
But the
got
peanut has one,
microplastics.
right?
The peanut does
We've all got
definitely have one, yeah.
microplastics in our nuts, and
Oh,
the average IQ
dude.
is crashing. That's what's causing it.
No, Caravaggio, I don't believe that would affect my long-term memory. That would affect my short-term memory, if anything.
Or
Not my long-term.
Yeah.
Since when the fuck did Sam have a mustache?
since when the F did Sam have a mustache? Yeah, I've always had a mustache. I've never had a beard.
The Mandela.
Mandela.
You know
effect.
it.
Well, you didn't have a mustache exclusively though.
I've only had a mustache. I've never
He
had a
shaved
beard.
it because that song came out, dude.
Yeah, but no. You
Ah.
shaved your beard, but you have a mustache exclusively.
No, but I've never had a beard.
You had like some facial hair.
No,
You didn't have
never
like,
had a beard.
Are you trying to Mandela effect me, motherfucker?
No, I've
Yes.
never had a beard.
He's Mandela affecting us.
I've never had a beard.
This is
You know that.
gaslighting, dude.
Yeah,
This is gaslighting at its.
Why
You're
didn't you
not
play along? Kyle was believing it. You fucking idiots.
He's gaslighting us, dude.
I'm gas lamping you. It's gas lamp, not gas
Nick's
light.
losing.
Oh no!
Oh, don't you
No, we're not-
fucking start, you motherfucker.
Fucking Knicks. God damn it.
Well, did you
Oh
see
wow, a New York
First
sports
round
team is doing bad. Big news. Shut up. We know. You don't have to say it. Are the Rangers? How are the Rangers doing in the NHL playoffs? Oh, they weren't in the NHL playoffs because they suck.
That one actually hurt the most because they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They didn't make the playoffs this year. It's crazy. Fuck you. We're the 76ers.
I don't. Yeah. How are they doing?
Sitting at home watching the playoffs.
Mm.
They won 20 games this year because they're fucking dog shit like the rest
That's
of their fucking
bad.
teams.
Sam looks like the team.
Oh, the
version of
76ers.
Randy
No, dude,
Johnson.
I'm only a Philly fan for football.
Only
I'm
when
a-
they're
I'm-
good. Yeah.
I'm a Celtics fan.
Oh my god! I can't lose to the Celtics with you here.
And a Bruins fan.
Oh, they fucking
And
suck.
a Red Sox fan.
They also suck. Who cares?
And a Revolution fan.
I don't even know what that is.
I
Soccer,
don't know
I
what
guess.
that is
That's
either.
gay.
Yeah.
No one
Soccer.
cares.
Yeah.
Women's
Shut up.
basketball, Connecticut Sun.
UConn? You root for UConn?
No,
No.
that's college. I'm talking about
I
WNBA,
know.
Connecticut
He's
Sun.
asking if
Oh,
you go
right.
for
Oh
UConn
my
too.
God. Cares.
I don't really watch college basketball, but I did go to UConn.
Did you?
Yeah.
Gross, dude.
Are you kidding? No, yeah. Have I never talked about that? Yeah, I went to UConn.
No, actually, you haven't.
Have I really never talked about that?
No.
No. I never
Oh.
knew what college you went to.
No, I went to UConn.
It makes me think less of you, actually.
Why? UConn's a great school. What?
Because you came out of it.
Oh, okay.
Were you there for all their women's championship runs?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
like literally every
Well,
year.
it's like all the time, but I was there when the women had over a 100 game winning streak.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I was there
Yeah.
for that. I like started there when that was going on, and I was there while it was still happening.
I
Gay.
went to ASU.
Yeah,
That's a trash.
that's
school.
funny. That's a terrible school.
I'm a U of A fan, though.
You know, it's funny. We
you
both
really?
went to public colleges, but I went to a good college, and you went to a joke.
Damn.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I don't really care, but
that's fine.
just
We're
to roast
number
you.
one in business, bro. We're
You're number one in
business.
partying,
Don't
which is
believe
why
that.
you're number
Yeah.
one in business. Who
Number-
gives a shit?
Number one in innovation, bro. It's
Business-
on all of our
business-
boxes.
Is not a
On all
thing
of
that
our
stops at
businesses.
bachelor's degrees. A bachelor's degree in business is nothing. If you were
No,
number
so
one in
what you do-
MBAs, it would mean something, but you're not.
How did
you
Ron
go to-
Gronkowski not go to ASU? That's crazy
Yeah, that's a
to
good
me.
question. Or like
U of A is a
UCF.
big part.
He went to Arizona, but not ASU.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what you do is
Yeah.
you go to the business school, WP Carey School of Business, which is a big business school for undergrads. You go there for ASU, and then you go do your MBA at U of A because their MBA program is way better.
Yeah, but it's not even as good as UConn's MBA program. And then there's like
UConn
15
sucks
others.
dick, dude.
UConn is one of the best public colleges in the country. What are you talking about?
I
Yeah,
went to
what
New
do they
Haven, St.
teach?
John's, like a man,
You went to New Haven?
briefly to play football.
You played college at ball at New Haven? That's like
I left.
you went to UNH?
I left.
That's a good school.
Yeah,
How did you
I-
get into UNH?
football. Stupid.
And not even University of New Hampshire, the good one, University of New Haven. That's like a really good school.
Yeah, I left though. So
Yeah.
I went to St. John's.
Okay, I see. I see what happened. You weren't good enough for that. I see.
You
I honestly couldn't afford it.
Oh, you didn't get a scholarship. Okay.
No, I did. It's not what happened.
But not a
so,
full
so why don't you fucking backtrack, bitch?
I thought that's what you just said. I thought you said
Yeah,
you couldn't
you let me
afford it.
finish. You don't know the whole story, dickhead.
Okay, then
I
tell
did.
your dumb
They
story.
had to fucking pull some scholarships because of fucking money issues. The whole Title IX thing was going on back in 2000.
Oh, so you barely got a scholarship. I see. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, good. That's cool though. Good job.
Correct. And then I was like, I can't really justify staying here. My parents were like, I'm not paying for that. I was like, all right, fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's like
I'll
what,
be a
60
cop.
grand a year. It's fucking crazy. I probably should have went to UNH. They have like a good military program, but I like
Ugh, gross.
whatever. Well, that's how I would have paid for it. Like they're a yellow ribbon school, which a lot of private schools are, but they have like a lot of stuff for military veterans, which UConn does too. But I didn't want to be surrounded by liberals, I guess.
Oh, you would fit right in though.
Fucking nerd.
Bitch.
Kyle, where'd you go to school?
School of Hard Knocks.
Okay. I went to school. Are we talking high school or just college?
College.
I went to a
He's
tech
like-
school on
Yeah.
East 51st and Superior in Cleveland, which
He's like, I went to
you got-
UTI Tech.
yeah. No, it's East 51st and Superior in Cleveland, Ohio is a shithole.
Oh, is it? Cleveland's a shithole? No way, dude.
I
I thought that was a blossoming
actually-
city
yeah.
of.
So I lived on the west side of Cleveland when I lived out there, and that wasn't too bad. But if you went to the east side, man, it was sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the west side of Cleveland, at least where I lived, was actually kind of nice. But
It's like Chicago, right? It's outside of Chicago is just
I'm not
murder.
sure. Yeah, probably.
That's
I don't
where all
know.
murder happens, and
Anywhere
where the
that's
White
like
Sox play.
Yeah, anywhere that's further west in like Kentucky or Tennessee, as far as I'm concerned, like doesn't exist. Sorry, Luke.
The White Sox, or that typo for that matter too. The White Sox essentially play in a war zone constantly. Like they're constantly like,
Yeah, dude,
getting round shot at their fucking stadium.
So what I've got here is the top public colleges ranking, and this is 32 ranked in the country, UConn, and then we're just going to scroll down and find ASU. Where are we at? The Colorado School of Mines, Clemson, Rutgers, New Jersey, University of Delaware, South Florida, Rutgers at Camden, Colorado Boulder, Auburn, California State, George Mason, San Diego, University of Arizona. Oh, that's not the right one. Never mind. Keep going. Keep scrolling. Oh, the other UNH, University of New Hampshire. Wow. Okay. Keep going. Where are we going? University of Texas, Dallas, Arizona State, number 61. Good job.
Luke, you can
That's
take this from some fucking liberal? That's crazy.
It's only half better. Like it's literally 30 spots. You're 30 spots from number one. We're 30 spots from you.
Yeah, it's
There's
like also a thing that I really don't care about, but it's fun to fuck with you.
There's like 4 million colleges here.
Oh, yeah. We have a new pope.
New pope. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The pope is American.
Oh, I was wrong. I
Yeah.
said we would never get one. So
And then we got one immediately. And he's black.
He's from the south side of Chicago. So
No, he obviously he's not black, but he is a small percentage black. He's got Haitian blood like way back.
Did you guys see him at the White Sox World
he's
Series
Kamala?
in 2004 or 5?
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
That is
I don't know how
fucking
somebody dug that
crazy.
up.
I know. Who's looking at that and being like, Pope? It's like the Leo meme. He's like, fucking Pope.
There was a video that came across my Twitter feed of the new Pope walking down. He was like shaking people's hands, and there was a rainbow flag, and he looked at it and just kept going. Just didn't acknowledge it at all. Like, all right, well, I mean, I guess that's cool.
This guy, he's like anti-LGBTQ stuff, but he's like pro-immigration and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
he
is
kinda
Progress, I guess.
he looks Indian, bro. He looks a cross between Indian and Jewish. Like, let's be honest. Look at this guy.
But it's better than the last guy because Jesuits in like the priesthood, they're like the most progressive shit libs you could get, and the last guy was a Jesuit.
Oh, you know what we have to end?
I wanted
this
the African
on?
dude.
Oh
Yeah, me
my
too, actually.
god!
Sarah.
You know what we
He
have
was
to
cool.
end? We're ending this show on
Yeah,
a
yeah,
video,
okay.
and it'll round it out well.
All right.
I
what is
already
it?
pulled it up.
I'm ready.
Hold on. Let
Bring
me
back Pope Classic.
hold on. Share screen.
Pope clear.
There we go.
Crazy. He's American though.
It is fucking
Didn't-
nuts.
Didn't.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, what a fucking
Yes.
360.
New Orleans. The
Iconic.
landscape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly.
This video always makes
There's
me
now
feel
over
awkward.
25 feet of water where
Yeah.
there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family,
it says they're looting.
Well, they were.
See a white family, it says they're looking for food, and you know
Because they're taking
it's been
sneakers.
5 days.
Yeah.
Because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the teacher.
This video
TV
is
because
19,
it's too hard to
it was
watch.
uploaded to
I've even
YouTube
been
19 years
shopping
ago.
before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are
Michael
my
Myers.
people down there.
It's
So
like,
anybody
what
out
the
there
fuck?
that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And so,
Mike Myers.
in even
Face.
many ways more profoundly
the best
devastating
part's
is the
not
lasting
yet- not
damage
even
to
here
the
yet.
survivors' will
I
to
know.
rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
No, it's funny, really funny about that whole thing.
Wait,
too,
what's
is
that
Mike-
guy's name?
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, yeah.
Mike Myers was clearly reading off like a teleprompter, and then Kanye just went from the hip, and you know they're probably
Yeah.
just like, your line is donate at redcross.com. He just went on.
He's- George Bush doesn't care about black people. And then Mike Myers, oh no. And they cut to the freaking Rush Hour guy. And he's like,
I just want to just put it out there that like if people thought like the schizo episodes from Kanye are like a recent phenomena, no, that's been happening for now almost 2 decades. So
He's
he's always
probably
been
on the other
crazy.
side of that argument of himself now. I feel like
Yeah.
they were looting.
yeah.
He's like,
It's also like of that clip, you can tell that Kanye is legitimately emotional and upset about it, and it was a screwed up thing at the time. And George Bush probably did not care all that much about black people, to be honest. I think that's probably pretty true.
He doesn't give a shit about anybody.
But yeah, this is interesting. The Pope's grandfather was born in Santo Domingo, present-day Dominican Republic, described as Haitian-born or Dominican in various sources. Joseph was of mixed African and European ancestry. They would call that colored there. They have like a different, like in Haiti, it's like black, white, and colored was like what they called mixed. And then notably, he was a black property owner in New Orleans. Yeah, his history is interesting because he's like mixed French and Italian. Someone else talk now.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, why don't we just wrap it up and do plugs?
What happened to
get the fuck out of here?
what happened?
He
to
had to go.
Yeah, Luke had something going on, so I guess I'll do their plugs for them. You can find Typo at The Real Typo and Luke at Keep It Real Luke on Twitter. Check out their podcast, Biting the Bullet. They might have a new episode this week. They might not. I don't know. But anyways, go check out Biting the Bullet. Keep It Real Luke, The Real Typo on Twitter. You can find me at Kyle Matovic, KYLEMATOVCIK. Just got the new drum tracks in for Common Crown. 2 of them are done. We got 3 more that kind of have to be mixed. And then I'm going back into the studio this weekend, so there will be no Sunday coffee, and I will not be on Post Zero because I'm going to be busy recording for Common Crown. And tomorrow night, Red Hawk is going to be on my podcast where we talk about immigration. So that's everything I got. Thanks, guys.
Is it gonna be the right Red Hawk or is it gonna be a different Red Hawk?
It's the right one, I promise.
Okay, just making sure. Guys, go on to the X and follow me on that account, please. At Adam Nutter. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and George Bush doesn't care about black people.
True. Kyle plays
Follow me
out.
on MySpace.
Cool. Rock and roll.